Hi, this video is about Toddler Milestone 6, which is called Decision Making, and in this one it's going to feature a reading activity, actually two activities that are going to go toward the goal of showing how letters are used to make up words, and that's how we read, is by reading those letters. And in this one I'm going to be showing you a most simple, straightforward, string them along way to teach them this. And I think this is probably one of my most important videos in teaching such a young child how to read. And I want to emphasize how important it is to give them assists as they're learning this complicated thing. That it shouldn't be this trial of the child. It should be very easy. And I think you're going to see that in this video. And so Toddler Milestone 6 is at 2 years, 1 month, but certainly don't feel like you've missed your opportunity if your child is older. This approach will work with an older child as well. So Toddler Milestone 6 starts at 2 years, 1 month, 2 weeks. Says most intense for a range of time, 2 years, 1 month, 3 weeks, until 2 years, 2 months, 1 week, ends at 2 years, 3 months. During the irritable period, by the way, this is my book with that information. You can also find this summary on my website, theobservantmom.com. The summaries are free. They cry for seemingly no reason, ask for help a lot. They're bossy, stubborn, fearful, shows regret over past decisions because they now are capable of making decisions, plays jokes, some other things too. If you're dealing with this, you have my sympathy. These are hard ages. But the purpose of these videos is to say that all of this irritating behavior is some type of internal growth, and here's how you can help develop your child's new abilities based on what's growing in them. So Toddler Milestone 6 is decision making, and the one I'm going to feature here is one on picking the first letter of an object. So they're going to learn that bear starts with B is what they're going to say, but it's buh. So my favorite activity for this is to find some type of book that shows off exactly what I have here. One letter and one object that starts with that letter, and this should be the only thing on the page. My favorite book for this is Dick Bruna's B is for Bear. This is an out-of-print book. That's unfortunate. I don't know of any other book. Certainly there are books like this, lots of books like this, but none that have just this. If you know of one, please leave a recommendation in the comments so other people know. So what you do, this is the first activity. This is all you do, and the whole alphabet would be represented in the book. But you point to B and say buh, and you point to the bear and say bear. Buh, bear. And then you do the one for the next page. It might be castle, and that's all you do. It's very straightforward. There's 2 words, sounds that you make, buh, bear, and that is it, and that's all you do. And you do this for fun. If they're not interested, please put it away. Please don't force them into anything. So the next step is that you have movable letters on hand. I can't stress enough the importance of having a letter tile organizer for that. I have here just a simple puzzle piece, but you can get a plastic letter tile organizer. If you type that exact thing into a search engine, you'll find some. Plastic's much less expensive than wood, and I can't stress enough the importance of having the letters sorted and organized nicely. I'm working off a letter puzzle. That could also work too. If you just have a $5 letter puzzle from Hobby Lobby, that can work too. So the next step is you have all those letters and you just have them match it. Buh, bear. And this is huge because they're getting thorough practice seeing that this letter that they can hold is the first part of bear. It's a hands-on activity, and it's getting them used to grabbing a letter and putting it back, and they can do all 26 letters like this, helping them better orient with the movable letters and using them. So buh, bear, over and over again, that's all you do. So that's stage 1 of showing them that the letter sound is tied to the word, that they're getting experience with that. The next step is stage 2, where you put them to a little bit of a test, and the test is not evaluative. The test is necessary as healthy practice. But what I like to do for stage 2 is you get 3 objects. I have these drawn here. I have a cat, a dog, and a pig. But I typically like to use magnets or just something physical, maybe a stuffed animal. And then you have the letters associated with them. So I have a C here. I drew them here, but ideally it would be a movable letter. And so I would lay this out one lesson at a time for my daughter. Well, my daughter is the one I use this reading program on. So I would have all 3 letters waiting for her, plus all 3 objects in the morning. And the first thing you need to do, of course, is show them what you expect them to do. So C goes with cat, a D would go with dog, a P would go with pig. And so then every morning I would have a new one for her, and I would pick different objects. We had lots of princess ones like Belle. And by the way, if you're using Cinderella, the first letter of Cinderella would be S. It can come later that English has a weirdness to that, but for now, S goes with Cinderella, J would go with giraffe. And so this is it. And stay here for a few weeks. My daughter, 2 years, 2 months, I think, was when the milestone starts. It might be any time after that they can actually do this activity. They're at the milestone of decision making, meaning they can make a deliberate decision. So that's why I'm showing this off at this one. Do consonants at first, such as k and d. They sound a lot different from each other than vowels. E and I don't sound that much different. It's a lot harder for children. They're a lot harder. So do the consonants first and then switch over to vowels. And if you stay at this activity for a while, I think you're doing your child a great favor. You're really showing them, you're really getting them used to sounds, and go through a lot of the alphabet. You actually don't need to do all of it, but go through a lot of it before going on to any of the next steps. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. More videos are coming. Please check out my website, theobservermom.com. I'll have a blog post with all this information. Leave me a comment, like my video. Tell me, is this helpful? Is there anything more you want to see? And check out my book, Misbehavior is Growth, An Observant Parent's Guide to the Toddler Years. It has this reading program in it and a lot more. Thanks for watching.